All right, so thanks again for doing this. Tell the audience first a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the community.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Well, I'm Alyssa Dineen, and I'm the founder of Style My Profile. And I started my business about 6 years ago. And it was after my own online dating journey and realizing that there's a lot of trial and error and confusion if you've never done it before. So I started my business actually to help people just put up a really good profile and know what to wear in their photos and take good photos and then it's evolved into date coaching around mindset and dating in general. So it's definitely grown.
Mm-hmm. So what's behind this whole online dating thing? Because I've heard it has taken off in the pandemic, but just kind of on a general sense, what's your sense of it?
Well, I mean, I think was starting to become really popular regardless, but then the pandemic definitely propelled it into sort of this realm of people thinking it was the only way to meet people was online, and people weren't really trying in person anymore. So becoming pretty reliant on the apps. And now I feel like that's kind of come full circle again. And I feel like now people are trying to meet people in real life again and still using the apps for sure, but I think less so and not just relying solely on apps to meet people.
Mm-hmm. So if I could dive into like what exactly you do, what's sort of the how do you sort of help people sort of find love um if because oftentimes people struggle to find love or they just don't know where to go for tips or advice.
Yeah. Well, we really help people from the ground up. So first we want to make sure people have a really strong profile, because of obviously that's, the first step to online dating is creating a profile. So we want that to represent you the best it can. So we really want you to, talk about the unique things about yourself, not just sound, generic. You want to not appeal to everyone, really. You want to appeal to the people that are going to be right for you. So we really try to help people write their bios so that they're showing their unique selves. So that's first of all. And then we really encourage our clients to really think about what they want in a relationship and what they want in a partner. And and really put that out there and really not just go out with anybody and really be more selective and not waste your energy on people that aren't going to be right for you.
I've had this exact same I've talked with my friend about this exact same point where he's just like I find someone that is right for me, and if she's not right for me, then it's not right for me. I get that a lot. I don't know if you
Mhm.
get that a lot from patients from people that you've worked with.
Yeah, you mean, so in other words, if they're not interested in you, then they're not right for you. Is that what
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard for people to really accept that. I think everybody wants everyone to like them. But it's actually a good thing when, it's self-selective. It's like when you go out a couple of times with someone and they're not interested, that means that they're not the right person for you. And why waste your energy on that person?
Mm-hmm. So, like, tell me a little bit about the impact that this kind of service that you do, how does that kind of help people sort of really find that love that they always haven't found, or yeah, because they might go through different circumstances in life. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think people really need to look into yourself first and really, make sure you're dating for the right reasons and not to fill a gap in your life and not because you're lonely, but because you really want to, add a person to your life and bring joy to their life and vice versa and not fill a hole that's there. I think it's really important to make sure you dive deep and know what you really want and not go for superficial qualities. We really encourage clients to not get hung up on, what job the person has and what color eyes they have and whether they're bald or have hair or whatever. I mean, all the superficial qualities, those are really, I think people place a lot more importance on them than they need to, because really it's about how the person treats you and how they make you feel.
Yeah, because I feel like that happens a lot. They always look at sort of the outward kind of qualities, but not sort of the innermost kind of holistic kind of qualities. I remember my friend told me that if you love yourself, then you can find the person that's right for you. And so I thought that I never thought about
Absolutely.
that way. And
Yeah,
yeah.
that's very true. Absolutely. I really believe that
hmm
100%.
So my next question is what like what can like let me see if I got the right questions here. You know, what can people take away from this conversation? How can because I feel like oftentimes people they think, oh, online dating, um they think it's a myth, they don't think it's real. So how do you counter those skeptics that are really skeptical to online dating?
Well, a lot of people are very skeptical of it. And I think especially now, there's so much negativity going around about online dating, and the media is really, kind of everybody's trashing it. But I do really feel like you can use it as a tool to meet more people than you would in real life. And I think it's important to do both. I think you should be putting yourself out there in the real world, whether that's joining a club or, going to more events, however that is that you want to put yourself out there in the world, and or joining like a running group. I mean, that's a big thing right now, running clubs, all these different, pottery classes, cooking classes. There's all these, people, singles joining these things to meet people. And I think that's great. And then also using the apps as a tool, and not treating it as if it's the only way to meet someone, because then I think that becomes frustrating.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah. All right.